Welcome back to Reactoon Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Meta. Today, we embark on a journey through the intricate landscape where honesty meets faith. It's a complex interplay, a tapestry woven with diverse threads of belief and morality. So, grab a seat and let's delve into the heart of our topic, navigating ethical crossroads, the interplay of honesty and faith. The intersection of honesty and faith is a fascinating exploration where our moral compass navigates the delicate terrain of spiritual beliefs. Today, we'll navigate through various perspectives on honesty, examining how faith influences our ethical choices. Let's begin with the idea that the ethicality of an action depends on specific circumstances. Some argue that in certain situations, being dishonest might lead to better outcomes or prevent harm. However, this perspective can be problematic, suggesting a situational interpretation of ethics, potentially leading to inconsistent moral standards. Now, from a perspective where one submits their will to God, ethical principles are often considered universal and not subject to situational interpretation. The divine guidance or moral code provides clear guidelines on honesty and truthfulness irrespective of circumstances. This viewpoint promotes a consistent moral compass and adherence to universal ethical principles, fostering a sense of integrity and trust. Moving on to utilitarianism, the philosophy that prioritizes the greatest overall happiness or good for the majority. Some might argue that being dishonest could serve a greater good. However, this perspective may lead to ethical challenges, as it prioritizes outcomes over consistent moral principles. Now, those who submit their will to God often believe in aligning their actions with what they perceive as God's will, even if it seems unfavorable in the short term. The ultimate measure of good is often seen in adherence to divine commandments. Prioritizing divine commandments ensures that ethical decisions are rooted in enduring moral principles, contributing to the greater good in the context of a spiritual framework. Individuals might fear negative consequences for themselves or others if they were completely honest, based on past experiences or the anticipation of potential harm. Allowing fear to dictate honesty can compromise moral integrity and lead to a skewed ethical compass. Those who submit their will to God are often encouraged to trust in a higher power and believe that honesty, even if it leads to personal difficulty, is rewarded in a spiritual or divine sense. Overcoming fear of consequences by trusting in a higher power fosters personal growth and aligns with a belief in the intrinsic value of honesty. Cultural or societal norms can influence one's perception of honesty. In some cultures, certain forms of dishonesty may be more socially acceptable or even expected in specific circumstances. Relying solely on cultural norms for ethical guidance may result in a relative and inconsistent moral framework. While respecting cultural practices, individuals who prioritize their relationship with God may find that their ethical and moral principles take precedence, aligning with their understanding of God's will. Balancing cultural respect with a commitment to divine principles allows for cultural harmony while upholding a consistent moral foundation. Some individuals may prioritize personal gain over absolute honesty, driven by a desire for success, financial gain, or maintaining a certain image. Prioritizing self-interest over honesty can undermine trust and erode the foundations of ethical behavior. Those who submit their will to God are often guided by principles of selflessness and the importance of serving others, transcending selfish desires and acting in accordance with divine guidance. Prioritizing service over self-interest aligns with a higher moral purpose, contributing to a more compassionate and just society. People might have different interpretations of what constitutes the truth, arguing that subjective truths or half-truths are more practical or less harmful than complete honesty. Allowing for subjective interpretations of truth can lead to moral relativism and a lack of consistent ethical standards. A commitment to absolute truthfulness may be grounded in the belief that one is accountable to a higher power, emphasizing sincerity of intentions and adherence to a perceived divine truth. Upholding absolute truthfulness promotes clarity and trust, aligning with the pursuit of a higher truth and moral accountability. A pragmatic perspective might prioritize practicality over absolute honesty, with some believing that a less-than-honest approach is more effective in achieving a goal. Prioritizing pragmatism over honesty can compromise moral principles and contribute to a culture of deception. While practicality is important, individuals who submit their will to God may seek practical solutions within the bounds of their ethical and moral framework, avoiding compromises that conflict with their understanding of God's will. Aligning practical solutions with ethical frameworks ensures that goals are achieved without compromising the integrity of one's moral compass. Individuals who have experienced betrayal or a lack of trust in the past may be more inclined to believe that complete honesty is not always the best course of action. Allowing past experiences to dictate a lack of trust can hinder personal growth and perpetuate a cycle of dishonesty. Trust is considered fundamental in various belief systems, and those who submit their will to God are often encouraged to trust in a higher power and strive to be trustworthy themselves. Upholding trustworthiness remains a personal commitment regardless of others' actions. Choosing to trust, despite past experiences, fosters a culture of integrity and contributes to the establishment of a trustworthy community. In conclusion, our exploration into the interplay of honesty and faith reveals the potential pitfalls of considering honesty as anything less than the best policy. When ethical choices are contingent upon situational interpretations, subjective truths, or self-interest, the foundations of trust and moral consistency risk erosion. However, embracing honesty as the optimal path, particularly for the sake of earning divine blessings and pleasure, offers a compelling alternative. Submitting one's will to God provides a universal and unwavering moral compass, fostering integrity, trust, and a deeper connection to enduring ethical principles. In choosing the path of honesty guided by faith, individuals not only contribute to the greater good but also cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment through the pursuit of divine approval and blessings. While recognizing the complexities of human interactions, it is essential to acknowledge that in specific cases, such as seeking reconciliation between estranged individuals, impressing a disgruntled spouse, or strategizing in the battlefield, there may be nuanced ways to communicate truth that align with the overarching principles of honesty and divine approval. In recognizing the inherent truth that there is no might nor power except with God, it is sage advice to consistently turn to Him in prayer, seeking God's guidance to illuminate the path of righteousness. By earnestly imploring God to grant us the strength to uphold honesty in all matters, we align our actions with His divine will. The advice here is to earnestly pray for God's guidance, acknowledging our human limitations and entrusting our ethical choices to the wisdom of God. By doing so, we not only strive to earn God's pleasure, but also set a course for a life marked by honesty, integrity, and a profound connection with God. In drawing the curtains on this profound journey through the interplay of honesty and faith, let us carry the illumination of divine principles into our daily lives. Acknowledging that there is no might nor power except with God, let our commitment to honesty be a testament to the virtuous path we aspire to tread. As we navigate the delicate crossroads of morality, may our choices echo with the resonance of divine approval. And to you, dear listeners, I extend an earnest appeal: let this discussion not be mere words, but a catalyst for transformative change. May our collective commitment to truthfulness shape a world where trust, integrity, and divine blessings kindly share this video with others. With gratitude for your thoughtful engagement, this is Mr. Meta, signing off from Reactoon Podcast. Until our paths converge again, may your journey be adorned with the grace of honesty and the blessings of the divine. Goodbye!
Please like, share, and comment on video. Do not forget to subscribe channel and hit the bell icon for updates.